Hello and welcome back to the lecture of time series econometrics. In this lecture, we are going to do some hands-on on the concept that we have just learned, simple moving average. And we have many different packages to actually do this simple moving average, and we are going to see some of them. But we are going to, sort of stick ourselves to kind of one or two commands because that will make our life easy and we don't need to learn so many different packages and commands. So for that, we initially will get some data. We'll call some data. We have already used these data sets. So probably I will use this one. Uh, so the random number that we generated previously, I will use this one. Simply a data set from June 2015 to June 2020 with monthly data point. So that's my Y, and so I want to actually forecast from this series that I see on my right bottom window. Now for forecasting, so one particular command that I prefer is SMA, simple moving average. That's a very good command. We can use this command and we can basically get the number of forecasts that I want and the order or the window size that I want to use. Two particular packages I need to install for that. One is smooth and another is mcomp. So let us just do that. I have installed my package smooth. Okay, then I will install my package mcomp. Then I update this package in my library. Smooth mcomp. Now we can look at the command how it looks like. So basically I call the dataset which is y here. Y is basically this y, and I define the order. Order is my window size. Window size is 5. Okay, and H means the number of forecasts that I want to see. All right, and silent, basically if I want to silence certain things, like here if I want to silence the graph, okay, but I don't. I actually want to see all the features which are available here, right? So I don't want to silence anything. So let me run the command, the first line, and I see a simple moving average plot. I see the blue line here. The blue line after the red vertical line. This blue line is nothing but the forecasted line. And if we look carefully, what we claimed is that there is no trend in this data, even if there might have some trend in the data before the actual data, but in forecast there is obviously no trend. There is obviously no seasonality in my forecast, and so that's I can actually increase two things I can actually change here. One is that I can change the order. I mean, I can have like the window size bigger or smaller, and we're going to see how that will look like. And also I can change the how many future values I want to see. What is the forecast? So in the first command I used h equal to 18, so which means it will give me 18 months prediction, whereas order equal to 5, that means it will use the past 5 months data. Okay, now in the second command, second line, I have used order equal to 8, so which means I am taking more number of months to basically get the forecast. So it is likely that it will be more smooth, and it is actually getting more smooth. uh, One more thing that I wanted to show here is that if I don't mention the order, so what happens is this SMA command actually picks up order from from the data. So it is very smart a command. You don't need to often specify, but in that case it will adjust the order from the data. And here we'll see okay, so it has taken 55, so perhaps you better specify something. Okay, um, so it's just to show that even if you don't provide the order, it will take some order. There are I have provided some link here for you can get some more details on these codes. You can find it from this link. Other different, I just wanted to sort of familiarize couple of other packages that you can use for forecasting. So for example, forecast is one package that we use for forecasting, and here it is very simple. You here you use the package forecast, you update this package. Oh, I need to restart the R, so it will take some time actually. Okay, so it is restarted, and now let us plot uh, the time series with the moving average of the time series. Okay, and the command that you use is ma. So ma of y is my original data, and I want to pick a order equal to 3. Okay, and I'll just get the uh, time series, basically the smoothened time series, and I actually plotted it, and you see that it has become somewhat more smooth, right? And if I say plot, if I actually take a higher, or higher value for the order, what I'm going to see is a more smooth sort of time series here, right? Because I'm smoothing the time series, and depending on the order I take, the we will get the extent of smoothing. Okay, now again I get this, I get plot, and I get if I like take less, or order equal to 2, which is less, then I am going to see uh, more sort of zigzag. You can also take center equal to true, center equal to false. You have already seen the types of windows: centered window or trailing window. So if your center is equal to true, you have centered window. If your center is equal to false, you're going to have trailing window. All right. Now, one more thing is the diagnostics of the uh, smoothing that you have done, and for that you basically choose the order size, like the window size, the order from order. So how do we know what exactly what should be the best window size that you should take? And for that, we'll again go back to the previous commands that we have used. Oh, I have to run it again. I have to install basically those packages, because I have restarted my R, so it is no longer there. It will take a little while to install these two packages. Okay, so okay. So now we see, first I run with the order equal to 5, right? And I see AIC, my Akaike information criteria says that 181.6. I have also the mean square error, which gives me a loss function value equal to 1.07. You get error standard deviation 1.05. Now we can, among all these indicators, Akaike information criteria could be chosen because it also takes care of the parameter. But however, in these models you have fixed sample size, and your parameters number of parameters are same, so they are not going to change. So here you can see that AIC is declining. Your means the loss function value, MSC loss function value, is also declining. Your standard deviation is also declining by increasing the order. Probably you can also think of, let's see, if I increase the order further, what happens? Let's say I take 10. So I see that, yeah, it is further decreasing. It is further decreasing from 176 to 174. So we remember that when we use Akaike information criteria or BIC, we see that if I can keep on increasing the order, but then I have to see how much information loss I'm reducing. Okay, so you see from 10 to 15 it remains 174. In earlier we have seen 174. So probably it doesn't make sense to increase the order, because the improvement that is happening is marginal, right? So we'll fix on, depending on this kind of sort of trial and error method, we'll kind of decide the actual order size. So that's basically the idea of simple moving average, and how we actually run in R, and how we identify the order or the window size of regarding simple moving average.